I know that I did attend a webinar recently with one of our partners, and it was talking about the number of vulnerabilities that get reported by key vendors, not just small vendors, but big vendors, was in the range of 2,500 a month.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2,500 vulnerabilities a month across vendors, not just one vendor, but across multiple vendors for multiple kinds of hardware, software, whatever. And these get reported, and this is what the hackers are looking for as mechanisms and ways to get in. So when you're talking about making sure those patches are up to date, if there's version updates that need to get done, hardware and software, a lot of companies are not focused on that. That's the cleanup stuff that always gets put to the back burner. And I think it is a key differentiator in terms of any managed services company that's doing this for that organization on their behalf, because it has to be done. That is, you're literally opening the door to the cyber attacker and saying, come on in.
Absolutely.
Welcome. So that piece that you mentioned, I just want to, tweak on that too, because that is keeping those patches up to date is essential. And many organizations I know just keep it. It's kind of maintenance that might happen when somebody gets some time.
It's invisible. Your inability to print is a very tangible, visible issue. Your inability to connect to the wireless, same thing. Your inability to remember your password because it's too complex, same thing. But when you get into the firmware updates of some of your network hardware and your infrastructure, you just don't think about it unless that's what you do for a living. And when we have our schedules to ensure that the firmware updates are all in place and the patching is all in place and we get reporting around those things, it's much easier to manage that because that's what we do. And you spoke earlier about somebody worrying about IT when it's not their core business. You have to always focus on what your core business is. If it's manufacturing, if it's design, if it's engineering, that's what you focus on. Our core business is technology, and that's what we focus on. We have the processes in place to be able to manage that, but I could not do design work at the same time as managing an IT environment. It's
absolutely,
it's one or the other.
It's not an off the side of your desk thing.
Not at all.